What is going on, guys? We are back with Neverending gameplay. Let me take the time to review the map with you guys. Pretty much started off. Propose a silent one. Ravine of High Stones. Got into the city of the blessed name. Throughout the course of all these videos, we pretty much went from Aqueduct. Then we did Sacred Entombments. Did a little bit of Browse and Ruin. Went up to Choir of Thorns. And Crown of Towers. Then Elevated Temples was in the last video where I had to fight two bosses. That was very brutal. Again, I died about 8 to 10 times. So I do pardon, beg the apologies for not as much commentary, but it got real serious. So right now we're finally down in Mother of Mothers, and we have to get the pretty much Spirit of 5 Doves after getting our Guardians. So we're working on that now. I've gotten up to the point to where I think we should be getting ready to fight our next boss. And again, that is back here in Mother of Mothers. I tried to go through this end, but there is a way to get back down there. I just haven't completed that path yet. But we will be connecting a lot of these at some point. May not be this video, but we do want to get to the boss. And with that, once I complete that, we should be able to go higher into the elevated temples, because we have not found the boss and been able to get past these two locations as of yet. So, now that you guys are caught up, here we go. Let's get into it. So now we're finally at beneath her sacred grounds, which is where we need to be in order to get down to that location down there. Again, there should be another boss. Usually those exclamation points are bosses, so let's see. Alright, y'all, we got a save point and we are way below. Can't get to either of those pathways, but they will connect at some point, it seems, because that is highlighted as well. And we are meeting our mysterious lady for the third time.
Penitent one, our bond led us to victory, but it was not the victory I long for. Is it your wish that I continue with the story of my promise?
Certainly.
Indeed. It was the miracle's will that made the bell ring. But it was the lady's sin that brought the curse down upon us. The lady. The most beautiful of women, who lived in the palace by the lake. Lived to admire her own beauty, which she believed to be unnaturally divine. The reflection of the lake in which she admired herself returned her own beauty with yet more intensity and splendor, keeping her spellbound for days. Desiring that reflected perfection for herself, she prayed to the lake that no one else might see that reflection. As she looked at her reflection one more time, she saw her face distort to the sound of a terrible tolling that rose up from the lake's sunken bell. Do you wish me to join you in your next confrontation? There you shall find me, and in communion we shall fight.
Alright, y'all. Looks like we got some help. We're gonna check this right side real quick. And we have another portal. Looking pretty good. Now let us check everything. Resistance to projectiles. Lightning. Slightly. Let's see. We're gonna stick with all physical damage. We have upgraded the mace to level 2 since the last video. I'm thinking the ground pound wouldn't be terrible, but increases favor would be good. That'll cost 1. Say we go with those 3. It's not bad. I think we're gonna go these 2. Increases favor gain. And we're gonna do that air attack in the air to activate our critical mode that has fire capabilities. I think we're as good as we're gonna be. Alright, y'all, let's get into it. Are we sharpening a sword? Okay. Big 2. right at that last hit. That was a mild boss, but I'll take it. Sharpest tool in the tool shed. And we got 2 points. Cool. There goes another testament.
How dark and uncertain are the rooms where the miracle allows us to see and talk to one another. Even after the deaths, even after the dreams. Penitent One, we are in the Chapel of the Five Doves, and before you prevails the narrative voice of the witness. All that remains of me is testimony. For my deceased body lies exposed in its urn of crystal and gold. You return from the long dream to avoid the birth. You will have need of the uncorrupted tongue that my mortal remains still harbor, whose forbidden whispers will guide thee on the path to such an undertaking. Release the 5 doves, and thus the urn containing my body shall be opened. Wake up now from this dream.
Alright, we're gonna go back and save real quick. Damn. Alright, y'all, we finally got a double jump. I think that'll be pretty handy. So it looks like we got a labyrinth to the left. We got our 11th angel. We got that connected now. Looks like that's going to connect down there, but for now, we're going to stick with what is in this labyrinth. I'm very curious. Alright, y'all, let's see what's behind the cryptid looking door. So it looks like we'll have more lumps to go to give that. It still seems like we can't go any further, so we may be going back down and around. Well, lesson learned, you cannot slide through him. It pretty much, that monster creature is probably one of the only ones you can't slide through. There's that one, and there's one with a face. Pretty much a face shield, but he has his head in the center of it. Let's try that again. The puzzles have been getting a little trickier, but we are getting weapon upgrades and we are having to switch between weapons while in mid-air. Looks like we got level 2 of the sword. Yes, we do. That'll come in handy. From here, we're going to teleport, go back all the way to the top.